Welcome back to Expedition Trek. Today we will talk about the top 10 best places to visit in the United Kingdom. Although many visitors who travel to England do so to spend a few days in London, the country of fish and ships and traditional taverns. The country is much more than its capital, and we are sure that if you look beyond London, it will exceed all your expectations. Among its wonders, there's no shortage of megalithic monuments, remains of the ancient Roman Empire stone villages that seem to be taken from a storybook, and university cities full of history. If you're looking to go off the beaten path, there are landscapes of thick and endless forests, and a coastline of high cliffs and beaches to relax at your leisure. So in this video, we are going to discuss the top 10 best places to visit in the United Kingdom. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to Expedition Trek to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. York. York, founded by the Romans in 71 AD and occupied by the Vikings in the 9th century, is one of the most beautiful cities to visit in England. Although it had a Roman and Viking past, the monuments that have survived are from medieval times, when it concentrated much of the power of the country, thanks to the influence of the church and the important House of York. Some of its attractions to visit is the impressive Gothic cathedral, the largest in Northern Europe. Take a walk along the medieval wall, a tour of the cobbled streets of the old town, and crossing the beautiful the Shambles. 9. Brighton. Bathing in the beaches of Brighton, located on the south coast of England, and a holiday destination for Londoners since the mid-19th century, is another one of the best things to do in England. In addition to its more than 9 kilometers of beaches, this bucolic city, full of atmosphere and music, and very welcoming of the LGBT community, has many tourist attractions such as the Royal Pavilion, an exotic royal palace in Indian style, and full of fantasy, the beautiful pier from Brighton, which has an amusement park and the narrow streets known as the lanes, always full of people and shops for all tastes. To get to Brighton, located 80 kilometers from London, you have several trains that you leave from Victoria Station or St. Pancras, and it will take you about an hour and you will arrive at a station located 10 minutes walk from the center. Number 8. Cliffs of Dover. The Cliffs of Dover, a white wall of more than 100 meters high, and almost 12 kilometers that extend along the coast of the county of Kent. From Kingstown to Dover, is another of the wonders to visit in England. Its white color is due to its composition of a chalk-like substance, in which some veins of black flint are mixed, which together with the blue colors of the sea and green of the grass, give a colorful welcome to the ships that arrive crossing the English Channel. In addition to being spectacular, these cliffs have great symbolic value for England and the entire United Kingdom, as they are a great natural border that has served to repel invasions, and as the last site for travelers who left the island by sea. Number 7. Hadrian's Wall. Between 122 and 132, the Roman Emperor Hadrian decided to build a wall that crossed the island from east to west, and was more than 100 kilometers long. This was to protect the Roman province of Britannia from attacks by the tribes that lived in the north and center of Scotland. This colossal infrastructure, known as Hadrian's Wall and a World Heritage Site since 1987, is a true wonder to see in England. Today, important sections of this wall abandoned in the 9th century are still preserved, as well as some structures such as the Housesteads Fort, built in 124 AD, and from which you could see the remains of the warehouse that was used to store grain. Number 6. Oxford. Visiting Oxford, one of the most famous university cities in the world, is another of the best things to do in England. Scattered around this city, you will find some of the oldest and most prestigious colleges in the world, such as Christ Church College, where the writer J.K. Rowling was inspired to create part of the Harry Potter universe, or Mergent College, where J.R.R. Tolkien taught. In addition to visiting some of the most famous universities, we recommend you stroll through its old town full of stone buildings crowned by needles, and enter some historic pubs, such as Turf Tavern or the Bear Inn, to have a bite to eat or have a pint. These are just some things to see and do in Oxford. Number 5. Liverpool. One of the places to visit in England. Liverpool, the city where the mythical Beatles were born and one of the most important in the country, is a must-see place and one of the most beautiful cities in England. In addition to taking a tour of the places that inspired their songs, visiting their museum, and listening to live music at the Tavern, the legendary pub where they played in their early days. This vibrant English city offers much more, such as a world-renowned football team, a jumping nightlife, hundreds of pubs and taverns with a spectacular atmosphere, and plenty of stores to go shopping. Number 4. Bath. This small World Heritage city was founded more than 800 years ago by King Bled, father of the famous King Lear, is another one of the jewels to visit in England. Strolling through its historic center, you will fall in love with a beautiful Georgian architecture, the ancient Roman sites such as the fantastic baths, the traces left by the famous writer Jane Austen, and above all the impressive Pulteney Bridge, one of the 5 remaining inhabited bridges in the world. Once you have completed this list of essential places to see in Bath, we advise you to have a good pint in one of its traditional taverns or have a picnic in one of its well-kept parks. The most comfortable way to get to Bath is to take a train from London's Paddington and Waterloo stations, which take 90 minutes, or by landing at Bristol International Airport, located 30 kilometers away. Number 3. Stonehenge. Built more than 5,000 years ago, between the end of the Neolithic and the beginning of the Bronze Age, this megalithic monument has become the most famous in the world, and another one of the essential places to see in England. This complex, of which the most accepted theories say it was an astronomical observatory in an acropolis, is made up of large blocks of rock located in 4 circles, and has the particularity that the sun rises right along its axis during the summer solstice, the only movement in which access to the interior of the monument is allowed. Keep in mind, the visit to the site usually lasts about 2 hours, and you can get there from London by public transportation, or include it in a route through the south of England. Number 2. The Cotswolds. One of the things you must do is take a trip through the Cotswolds or English countryside, one of the most beautiful places to visit in England. This area of the west of the country, located 2 hours from London, will make you fall in love with its honey-colored stone villages, green meadows dotted with sheep, the most typical English traditions, and the calm and relaxed atmosphere that you could find everywhere. The best way to explore the main towns and landscapes of the Cotswolds is by rental car, which will allow you the freedom to stop wherever and whenever you want. Number 1. London. One of the best things to do in England is to visit London, a unique city in the world that stands out for its diversity and its endless offers of leisure and culture. London combines old traditions with a modern flair. When it comes to characterizing London, the capital of England and the United Kingdom, there aren't enough words. From Westminster Abbey to Buckingham Palace, this bustling city embodies history. Don't miss this changing of the guards. Shopping is a must from the Knight's Bridge to Carnaby Street, as is riding the red double-decker bus in the tube or train. You can hear local citizens telling tourists to mind the gap. London is also known for its hopping nightlife and for its live theater. After a show, be sure to stop in at a nearby pub for a pint. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more in the future, leave a comment, give a like.